Hello, welcome to Legacy Temple channel. What will we talk about in this video? Do you remember Zinedine Yazid Zidane, the greatest player in the world's biggest game in 90s? So let's begin. Zinedine Yazid Zidane was born in 23 June 1972, popularly known as Zizou, is a French professional football manager and former player who played as an attacking midfielder. He most recently coached Spanish club Real Madrid and is one of the most successful coaches in the world. Also widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time, Zidane was a playmaker renowned for his elegance, vision, passing, ball control and technique. He received many individual accolades as a player, including being named FIFA World Player of the Year in 1998, 2000 and 2003, and winning the 1998 Ballon d'Or. Zidane started his career at Cannes before establishing himself as one of the best players in the French Ligue 1 at Bordeaux. In 1996, he moved to Italian team Juventus, where he won several trophies including 2 Serie A titles. He moved to Real Madrid for a world record fee at the time of €77.5 million in 2001, which remained unmatched for the next 8 years. In Spain, Zidane won several trophies, including a La Liga title and the UEFA Champions League. In the 2002 Champions League final, he scored a left-foot volleyed winner which is considered to be one of the greatest goals in the competition's history. Capped 108 times by France, Zidane won the 1998 FIFA World Cup, scoring twice in the final, and was named to the All-Star team. This triumph made him a national hero in France and he received the Legion of Honor in 1998. He won UEFA Euro 2000 and was named Player of the Tournament. He also received the Golden Ball as Player of the Tournament at the 2006 World Cup, despite his infamous sending off in the final against Italy for headbutting Marco Materazzi in the chest. He retired as the 4th most capped player in French history. In 2004, he was named in the FIFA 100, a list of the world's greatest living players compiled by Pelé, and in the same year was named the best European footballer of the past 50 years in the UEFA Golden Jubilee poll. Zidane is one of 8 players to have won the World Cup, the Champions League and the Ballon d'Or. He was the ambassador for Qatar's successful bid to stage the 2022 World Cup, the first Arab country to host the tournament. After retiring as a player, Zidane began his coaching career at Real Madrid Castilla. He remained in the position for 2 years before taking the helm of the first team in 2016. In his initial 2.5 seasons, Zidane became the first coach to win the Champions League 3 times in a row, won the UEFA Super Cup and FIFA Club World Cup twice each, as well as a La Liga title and a Supercopa de España. This success led to Zidane being named Best FIFA Men's Coach in 2017. He resigned in 2018, but returned to the club in 2019 and proceeded to win another La Liga and a Supercopa de España title. He left the club once again in 2021. The legend as a player, Pelé said, "Zidane is the master. Over the past 10 years, there's been no one like him. He has been the best player in the world." Michel Platini said, "Technically, I think he is the king of what's fundamental in the game: control and passing. I don't think anyone can match him when it comes to controlling or receiving the ball." Many authoritative voices have acclaimed Zidane's skills and importance in the history of football, such as Brazil coach Carlos Alberto Pereira, who called Zidane a monster for his performance and abilities. German coach Franz Beckenbauer stated, "Zidane is one of the greatest players in history, a truly magnificent player." Italy manager Marcello Lippi, who also coached Zidane, opined, "I think Zidane is the greatest talent we've known in football these last 20 years. Former England manager Kevin Keegan said, "You look at Zidane and think, I've never seen a player quite like that." What sets Zidane apart is the way he manipulates a football, buying himself space that isn't there. Add his vision and it makes him very special. At the 1998 World Cup, Italian manager Cesare Maldini said, "I would give up 5 players to have Zidane in my squad." In terms of ball retention, he was probably the greatest player of all time, blessed with such grace and supernatural awareness that he could play a game of real-life Pac-Man and never be caught. Zidane's France home jersey from the 2006 World Cup. An elite playmaker, he wore number 10 for much of his international career. Among his playing peers, Swedish striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic commented, "Zidane was from another planet. When Zidane stepped onto the pitch, the 10 other guys just got suddenly better. It is that simple." David Beckham has described Zidane as the greatest of all time. Barcelona star Xavi has stated in a 2010 interview that Zidane was best player in the 90s and early 2000s, while Brazilian defender and former Madrid teammate Roberto Carlos has said of Zidane, "He is the best player I've seen." Supporters arrived earlier at the Bernabeu just to see him warm up. Brazilian playmaker Ronaldinho stated, "Zidane is one of the best footballers of all time, displaying skills with an array of moves such as his signature La Roulette pirouette, step-overs and close ball control." Former Brazilian international Rivaldo stated, "His elegance of movement on the pitch and his skills are uncanny." In 2005, upon Zidane's return to the French national team, his teammate Thierry Henry stated, "In France, everybody realized that God exists, and that he is back in the French international." Labeled a flawed genius by ESPN, Zidane possessed an exceptional first touch, and was also known for his dribbling skills, use of feints, elegance on the ball, and creativity. He was capable of using either foot, despite being naturally right-footed. His technique and coordination enabled him to execute shots and volleys with extreme power and precision, in particular from outside the penalty area. He was also a free kick and penalty kick specialist. Zidane has been named FIFA World Player of the Year 3 times, a feat achieved only by Ronaldo, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. In 2002, ESPN described Zidane as the greatest player in the world's biggest game. In a 2002 FIFA poll, Zidane was selected in the FIFA World Cup Dream Team. In 2004, he was voted UEFA Best European Player of the past 50 years, and was named in the FIFA 100 list of the world's greatest living players. In a 2004 poll conducted by French newspaper Journal du Dimanche, Zidane was voted as the most popular Frenchman of all time. In 2014, in a poll carried out by French TV channel TF1, Zidane was voted as the best player in the history of the French league. As head coach of Real Madrid, he won the UEFA Champions League an unprecedented 3 times in a row. Despite establishing himself as one of the most successful coaches of his era and in the history of Real Madrid, Zidane's time at Real Madrid was considered by some to be shadowed by a partial amount of luck. However, Zidane's tactical philosophy, particularly his tactical flexibility, has been praised by many. Zidane's tactical style, characterized by its formation flexibility and attacking football, as well as his ability to unite the dressing room, have been positively compared to Carlo Ancelotti's coaching method. His use of in-game substitutions was particularly praised, as many of his substitutes led to victories, such as introducing Marco Asensio and Lucas Vazquez in order to provide pace and width against Paris Saint-Germain in the UEFA Champions League to overturn a 1-0 deficit into a 3-1 victory. His introduction of Gareth Bale for similar reasons in the 2018 UEFA Champions League final also reaped similar rewards. It is also noted that his team focused on attacking through the flanks, while he is credited for repopularizing the 4-4-2 diamond formation in contemporary football. On the other hand, some consider that Zidane's role was more focused in grinding out results and uniting the dressing room, rather than having a fixed tactical scheme. Zidane emphasized the importance of players' physical levels and preferred to choose impactful players over a defined system. During his time at Real Madrid, he used several formations, including the 4-3-3, the 4-2-3-1, the 4-4-2, and the 3-5-2, in order to find the system that best suited his players, and has been credited with using simple systems, so that his players have the freedom needed to prove their superiority. As such, although he is not considered to be a tactical innovator, he has been praised for his balanced approach as a coach, and for having the leadership skills and personability to manage and motivate several world-class players, create a good team environment, foster professional relationships, and a strong winning mentality. He has also demonstrated an ability to rotate players and get the best out his team, which has played a key role in his success. In 2019 he commented, "You ask me about 2 players, but what interests me is the group. Karim is important for the team, not just for his goals. Casemiro gives a lot of balance, but not only that. Everyone contributes something to the team in their own way on the field. Regarding his coaching role at Real Madrid, Zidane commented in 2018, "When you work with high-quality players, they know how to manage those periods of games when you're not playing well, and they get things back on track very quickly. My job was to keep people calm." Two of his main influences as a manager are his own former managers Marcelo Lippi and Carlo Ancelotti. Thanks for watching video. If you satisfied, please subscribe, like and share. Hope to see you in next video of Legacy Temple.